A prime reason given and cited for the refugee crisis is Syria's civil war. Now the White House says it's open to talks with Russia about cooperating on military action against ISIL in Syria. Moscow had suggested such consultations this week. And if you're a war refugee, migrating to a new country can be especially difficult. CCTV's Elmira Jafari sat down with a Syrian refugee who is now living in the United States.
The paintings in this apartment where he now lives are a reminder of his Syrian homeland. But this is Alexandria, Virginia, thousands of miles away. Born in a Syrian refugee camp to Palestinian parents, Nadal, who does not want to disclose his last name to protect his family, arrived in the U.S. 2 years ago. He had fled the civil war back home. Because he's a Palestinian who had lived in a Syrian camp, he is a citizen of nowhere.
It's very difficult to choose to be a refugee for the second time. It's very hard to start a new life in a new society unless you feel that you are part of this society, and you will not be part of this society until you have documents.
He says what hurts the most is the devastation he left behind and the people who were killed.
Now I could feel that I have this trauma of the war, the people who were killed. And now I lost them.
Dr. Mariella Shibley is a psychologist who helps migrants and refugees cope in a new land. She says the emotional and psychological scar can stick around for a long time.
You're talking about leaving your familiar environment, leaving your loved ones. Oftentimes, we're talking about leaving your cultural norms.
She acknowledges it's a matter of choice, but adds it doesn't lessen the difficulties they face.
If they decide, okay, let's all move here because it's a culture that, I admire, that I really want to incorporate into my life, is very different than we have no choice and this is where we have to go and it's not what I like.
Do you think you'll ever return to Syria or Palestine?
I hope to go back to Palestine for sure. Actually, it's very hard to say yes. I don't know. Really, I don't know. I'm thinking this question every day.
Nadal is waiting for his immigration papers. While he does, he tries to help other Iraqi and Syrian migrants and refugees. He dreams of better days.
My hope is to stop the bloodshed in Syria. That's it.
A dream he knows may take a very long time. Elmira Jafari, CCTV, Washington.